What's the one thing, like if you had to say like the most impactful or the biggest mistake that's cost you either time or money?
I'll tell you. The biggest thing that I have done that's cost me the most amount of money is being too lenient on clients with payments.
Clients as in the person you're building for? Yep.
That's been the biggest thing. Not keeping them accountable and having them to that standard that we are about as well. And what I mean by that is it's like, okay, if a payment's late, there's consequences. Here's your fee, here's your notice, here's this, here's this. We're not a bank. We're your builder, pay on time. And it's like, trying to do the right thing, especially at the very beginning, customer's always right. Everyone knows that. Everyone's trying to do that and do the right thing, but they're doing the wrong thing by you whilst you're trying to do the right thing. That's taking advantage of the situation. And it's like, you don't pay your bills, well, like you're scum. Like that, you're not, why are you so entitled to think that you don't owe this money that you have signed a contract for? That was probably that's the biggest lesson I learned over the years is like, what is it? Trusting is good. No, knowing is good. Checking is better. But just making sure that they are on the ball with it. Like they get it and understand the consequences and then just doing it. Like you're not an asshole. They might think it for a little bit. Hey, you know the rules. You don't pay on time. There's consequences. Do I have to go out and get an overdraw on my business that costs me 10%?
Yeah,
because you don't pay me on time?
Because you chose to change your mind about a particular element or something.
Sorry, my bank I forgot to send it to my bank. Fucking pay now. Get your credit card out. Okay, pay the 2% fee for my invoice and pay for it. Like that's your problem. Why are your problems my problems? I have these high standards for my employees. I have these high standards for my subcontractors and suppliers and everyone else in the business. Why not your clients? So that is a huge thing. And it's something that we, now I'll sit down like this opposite a person. We're about to sign a deal. And it's the first thing we really reiterate, make sure you pay us on time. It is one of your biggest and most important obligations for the successful delivery of this job. If you just pay us on time, that's all you have to do. Not all you have to do, but it's one of the core things you do. I promise you your job will go really, really well. And I've got a client, right? We're building a beautiful home for him at the moment. He is one of the best payers. He prompts me to pay him sometime, for me to send him an invoice. And he's like, George, I just want to make sure you get paid. His job is moving so well as a result of the money always being there because the money comes in, I pay the trades. The trades get paid, they come back the next week and they keep working. Everything is there, ready to go. It's organized. The job is going really well. People enjoy going to the site because they're like, oh, we love working here. We know we get paid. We do a good job. We know that if we continue to do a good job, Pascon will give us more work. So it has such a huge impact on the business, but also the particular individual project. It just makes everything go around. So that is my one biggest lesson. That's the biggest mistake, whether you become too friendly with a client, you become that friend, that mate, you get in the friend zone, all right, with your client, it's fucked. Don't become you're not friends with your clients. No, you need to not be friends with your clients. You need to have a professional relationship with them after you've built their home. If you want to have a relationship after that, by all means. But during construction, you are client-owner relationship. You can be friendly.
Yeah.
You can talk, hey, I'm great to see your kid won the award on the weekend. Fantastic, right? But that's being friendly and like whatever and engaging. That's the only way to talk to them. Yeah. Even if they don't have kids. But it's like there has to be a level of professionalism here. Because Amex, the next day you don't pay your Amex off, what happens? 27%. All right, just like that. You get your fee on the interest. Like it's bang. It's like, what's this for? Oh, well, you didn't pay us on time. $1 billion company the next day. So why is it for you? Oh, no, well, can we pay you next month? Can we pay you in 3 weeks? Can we pay you tomorrow? It's like, no, yes, you can, but here's your fee. Here's the bill. So that has to be, that was always something that needed to change for ourselves, and it did. And the only way it changed was through my pain of clients not paying us at the end of a job. Because I'd never set the standard from the day one and they thought they could walk all over us and not pay their final bills. And it's like, oh, fucking this old chestnut. So Yeah, very frustrating and very demoralizing as far as running your business is concerned, because you work so hard on a build, you work so hard on the projects to get everything done, and it's like you guys don't pay a bill? Like, what's wrong with you?
Then there's no element of before handover, have all the cash.
No, that's like, as in the builder have the cash before handover? Not, depends on the space, but generally no. You've got to finish defects 100%. You can, like, okay, I've literally done that before, whereas cool, we're not giving you don't get keys, you don't get the certificates. They just call the locksmith, change the locks and moved in. What do you do? What do you do? The alternative, you go there with pitchforks and baseball bats, cool, you go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? In that instance, you go to, so the system's broken. System's broken. You go to court. Cool. Spend 200 grand going to court. Go for it. Who wins? You're never going to win everything. You might win some, you might win half. It's 2 years, 3 years worth of headaches. Like, the system's not set up in a way to do the right thing. It's there to be exploited, and people exploit it. So that's why it's up to us at the very beginning of the job. Cool, you're late. Here's your fee. Here's your speeding fine. Don't do the wrong thing again. And again, it's not you being an asshole. It's you being a good business owner. That's what it comes down to.
I can see how a lot of people would misinterpret.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt they would. Oh, like, what are you doing? Oh, we're only a week late and you're charging me, $400 or $500. Like, that's not very fair. Hang on, is it very fair that you haven't paid your bill and I have to now wear the interest of that? I have to pay this on my credit card and wear the fees, or I have to do that, or I have to have that unknowing of, well, are you paying? What if you go broke? What if you're 3 weeks late, and in 3 weeks on a project, I could spend $300,000. And if you had told me, if I knew you went broke on day one, if I stopped working the day you didn't pay me, I would have saved myself an extra 300 grand, because I wouldn't have done that work. And that happens. People don't have the money, and then the builder just keeps building in the good faith that this person's going to do the right thing. And then it fucks everyone. It fucks the builder, the subbies, the suppliers, anyone on that project. So, yeah, that was my biggest lesson in 10 years, is everyone's happy and pumped and really excited when you're signing a contract. But it's such an emotional roller coaster and ride and pressure along the whole build that it's very rare that you get to the end of the project and everyone still feels the same way. I built a lot of homes and projects over the years. There's been less than a handful that are like that.
Really?
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah. Because not many people are equipped to handle that emotional and financial pressure
from the
building
client side.
Yeah. Yeah. They've never dealt with that figure of like that level of money before. Some have, like, because we're in that luxury space as well, we do some high-end homes. A lot of my clientele are very successful and have a fair bit of money. But say you're building a family home for someone that have, mum and dad, they make a couple $100,000 a year, whatever it might be. They've got a loan, got some money behind them. Those types of people get very stressed. Oh, hey, there's a variation here for this reason. Completely out of my control. This is your cost. Oh, 10 grand. Like, where am I going to find 10 grand now? Like, I can't do that. Oh, another 10 grand here. Oh, this. It's a very stressful thing. You as an individual, as a builder, haven't done the wrong thing. It's just like, no, this is a cost. Like, I can't wear this. I've never allowed for it. And we clearly said we don't allow for asbestos. Let's just say I found asbestos in the ground. Well, I haven't allowed for that. I now have to get rid of it because I can't build on top of it. I can't have my workers working around it. Here's $10,000. And it's like you become the villain as a result of their site conditions. So I can understand why it's a stressful process and period. But again, I've got to try, how do you combat that? You try and vet that at the very beginning. I have these discussions. Hey, things come up. I've never built a home without a variation. I need you to understand that. Don't think we're going to get through this build and you are not going to spend more money than what you're signing. You probably will, through changes that you make, through unforeseen things. But I won't ever come back to you. If I've missed something and I should have included it, you won't get an email from me. It's all right, cop it on the chin, move on the next one. But I make enough money on the project that if that does happen, we're covered, we're good. You know, I don't go in on the skin of my teeth. And that's probably another thing I've learned over the years, not to price things too low just to win a job. I learned that early in my career, you know, because that's a dangerous game too. When you're just making ends meet, that's a dangerous game to play in construction because
It's a
there's so many things.
slippery slope.
You can do that. That's the same in any business, I'm sure. When
Yeah.
you're just making borderline
Like you're living
margins.
month to month.
Yeah, it's not worth doing it. Go work for someone. No stress, and you can probably get a really well-paid job doing something else somewhere else.
Yeah, and you get annual leave and stuff.
Annual leave. What a life.
you get annual leave.
What a life.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.